Alright, what's up you guys? It's Shader Gamer back with another video, back with another banger. Look you guys, hit the subscribe button, join the Shade Team today. If you have not joined the Shade Team yet, then what are you doing? Because on this channel I cover the latest news for MultiVersus. Alright you guys, so I gotta go ahead and talk about this. An article was posted by Game Rant, and they posted an article talking about MultiVersus may have timed its new release date poorly. Alright you guys, I wanna bring this up real quick. Now, people I see on the internet, rather saying negative stuff about MultiVersus, have something bad to say, rather if it's about the marketing or the game itself or whatever it may be. And people have a problem with the fact that I'm one of the more positive people when it comes to MultiVersus, because some of the stuff that people complain about is not worth complaining about. It don't make no sense or whatever. And you know, it just crazy, the stuff that people complain about. Like, they complain about any little thing when it comes to MultiVersus. Now this right here, this is one of those things to where it's like, okay, it's not one of the things to really complain about, and I will explain why. And then that's another thing too, when I explain and I give the facts behind why something is not an issue, people have a problem with that as well. But anyway, and by the way, when I have a problem with MultiVersus, I do talk about it. Like, for example, when they have a problem with the servers, I was one of the people that say yes, they need to fix their servers and all like that. But I'm gonna leave that alone for now. So this article right here was talking about how MultiVersus may have timed its new release date poorly. So it said MultiVersus has teased its comeback for a while, and though it is sure to still be an impressive return, there might be a spanner or two in the works. All right, so let's go down in the article and see what they was talking about, right? So if you go down in the article, it goes on to talk about this. It says that MultiVersus release window is far from clear. It says at the time of writing, MultiVersus is currently the only major video game release occurring on May 28, 2024. But that doesn't mean that the game has a clear slate ahead of it. In fact, it's actually quite the opposite, with some pretty huge video games dropping both immediately before and after MultiVersus. May is a surprisingly packed month for video games, with Prison Architect 2 kicking off the month strong on May 7th, V-Rising getting its full release a day later, and Homeworld 3 finally receiving its long-awaited release on May 13th, and that's just the first half of the month. Alright, and then they go on to talk about in this next paragraph, talking about the other games that's supposed to be coming out in the later half, talking about Sensu Saga, Hellblade 2, one of Xbox biggest exclusives, and then talk about other games and all, like Paper Mario and all like that as well. So basically what they said in this article, well at least in this part of the article, is that MultiVersus is going head to head with some other games, and since it's coming out around the same time as those games, that it can hurt the game, because a lot of people gonna be focusing on those games as well. Now this is the thing, I think people forget about this and all as well. If y'all know anything about video games, y'all know about Broketober, right? Broketober is the reason why they call Broketober was because a lot of games will come out in October. A lot of new releases, Call of Duty, Nintendo games, you know, some of the biggest AAA games that come out, third-party studios or whatever, they all come out in October, and they call it Broketober because people spend a lot of money on these games and stuff like that, because they all coming out in October because they all trying to be out there before the holidays. Now, why games kept doing it? Because they're like, well, they're gonna be competing against each other, because it don't really matter, because the people that's going to play MultiVersus is going to play MultiVersus. Same thing with this right here in May. You got all these games coming out in May. The people that want to go ahead and want to play Homeworld 3 is going to play Homeworld 3. The people that want to play MultiVersus is going to play MultiVersus. And the thing that MultiVersus has to its advantage is that it's free to play. So people don't have to worry about spending money on the game. You can buy the game and play without paying no money at all. So it's not going to really change that fact right there with all the other games coming out. It's not going to take the attention away from it. The people that's interested in the game is going to play the game. People that want to try the game out, they have the opportunity to try the game and still play the other games that they want to play as well. And I think a lot of people just forget about that and all like that, but that is facts. Like when Call of Duty came out, when Call of Duty would come out at the same time, like the new Mario game will come out. If somebody wanted to play Mario, they're gonna play Mario and they still gonna play Call of Duty as well. They gonna be like, well, I'm never gonna buy the Mario game. I'll just go ahead and buy Call of Duty. And even if it's the thing about, well, they don't have enough money for both games, MultiVersus is free to play. MultiVersus is free to play. Like, don't forget that. Like, that's an important factor. And also, the article do go on to say that MultiVersus has already proven itself, but MultiVersus isn't without its own merits. One big advantage that MultiVersus has in its release window fight is that it's already a known factor, right? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, bring the facts out, man, for real. It says, with MultiVersus having already garnered a sizable audience a few years ago, it's likely that it'll be able to bring those players back within its first few days of release. And in being a fighting game, MultiVersus will inherently stand out from the games releasing, either side of it being the only major release in that genre in both May and June. So that's another thing. MultiVersus is the only major fighting game that's coming out in May and June. Think about that. So guess what? People that's interested in fighting games, they're more than likely to go ahead and just play MultiVersus. People that's interested in characters like Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny, Shaggy, Batman, Finn and Jake, Adventure Time characters, whatever, they go more than likely flock to this game. You gotta think about that. There's a lot more that go into it. People think, oh, the game's coming out at the same time, it's gonna hurt this game. No, I believe you had Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat come out around the same time before. I don't remember which games in particular came around the same time before, and it didn't affect sales. People that want to play Mortal Kombat play Mortal Kombat. People that want to play Street Fighter play Street Fighter. It don't change nothing. But you guys, I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to comment down below and let me know what y'all think about this. I really want to hear y'all opinion. I don't think this is a big deal at all. I feel like MultiVersus will be fine. The release date is fine if you ask me my opinion. I think it's actually a good time to choose for the release because it's going right into summer to where, a lot of kids not going to be in school. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe and join the Shade Team. Join the Shade Team. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Shade Team as always, and I'm out.